chorus section. Guitar comes in pretty big here, just hits a G sharp power chord, drops down to a C sharp at the 4th fret there on the A, back to the G sharp, and then D sharp at the 6th of the A. And of course we get that cool string riff over the top of it, and we can mimic that pretty nice. B string here, go 9, 8, 6, 8 G, and then we're gonna go 7 to 6 B, 8, 6, 8 on the G. All right, and the chords over the top of that is just what we played there, the G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. And the chorus ends by coming up, hitting a B power chord here, and to a D sharp power chord. This pre-bridge interlude here, or transitional section, we'll do a G sharp power chord for a measure, to a B, C sharp at the 4 of the A, and then come up to an F all the way up here at the 8, A, 10 on the D and G. And then it kind of transitions into that, that slower tempo, kind of dreamy sequence there. And with that, it's like a harp type deal they got going on there, but we can make it sound pretty good here. Just basically picking through a higher voiced F that we left off of there. And with these chords, you just want to like sweep through them, basically, like that type of deal. And it's a good, 8 measures of that F, and then it'll come up to this D minor, and you want like the biggest, voicing of that, because we're sweeping through it and want all the notes. So I like to do it here at the 10, right? And it's D minor, so we just go bar the 10s, 12 on the A and D, pick through that the same way. Couple measures down to a G minor, so just bar the 3, same shape, just down to 3 here. Couple measures there, and then come back to just a D major there. All right, so a little different there, just add that 11. All right, and you would go through that section a couple times, and then we just end on a big B chord at the 7th fret, bar chord style. And now with the last verse, it's basically the same progression, a little more simplified for guitar, but now the guitar is getting involved instead of it just being the piano. Right? And it's coming off of that B chord that we left off from the, the bridge section there. And, we just strum that out, 8th note style, a couple measures. To the G sharp for a couple measures. All right, and now we just bounce between a measure of the C sharp, measure of G sharp, measure of C sharp. And now when we get to that G sharp, to finish it, we just do those 2 dynamic hits that we typically do in a verse. The outro has 2 different dynamics that happen. The initial one is just, hits a chord, lets it ring for the first, 3 chords, and then it picks up an 8th note strumming after the first time through. So it's just G sharp down to F sharp at the 2, to B, and then comes up to the D sharp at the 6 here. And once it hits that D sharp, it starts strumming into it. And then from then on, it just repeats that progression, but everything is strummed 8th note style. And then as it's fading out, there's a little bit of a lead that comes over it, and it's just kind of bouncing between a couple notes here, a 9 on a B and an 11 E. Just kind of, shuffling between them.